So today is a fun aging call, and it's 2nd February 2025. And we are today, the topic is Uma has very kindly agreed to share on health. What was the topic? Anybody remembers it? Healthy gut, healthy something?
Healthy gut, healthy you.
Healthy gut, healthy you. So how does the gut get healthy? How do you get healthy? Is it all about the food? Or is it
No,
something?
it's a holistic approach. How your gut is trying to talk to you, how your gut is trying to tell you.
Yeah. So let's finish. Let's start with all the decisions and judgments and conclusions and computations and all the projections, expectations, separation, judgments, and rejections that we come here with, that we function from about our body, about things. Would you be willing to let them go today? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, pod, all 100 shots, boys, pervads, bases, creations, and beyond. And what is this jumble tumble? This weird statement. It is the clearing statement we have in Access Consciousness, and it dissipates, diminishes the energy that comes up with different things. Oh my God. Give me just 1 minute. I might have to. Um, just 1 minute, please. There was a bell. Okay, cool. So, sorry for it. Um, there are people waiting, Rupal and Param. How does it get any better than this, and what else is possible? So, I was talking about that your body, no, the clearing statement. So if you really want to know what it is, please go to theclearingstatement.com. Hi, Brother Man. We've been missing you at the calls. Where have you been? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is about your body, about your being in communion with your body, being aware, present in every now moment. What is your body talking to you about? What is your body asking you about? It's not all about the food. So, when you take food, what if you asked, what if food was only homeopathic for releasing energy in the body? Have you ever noticed how horrible you feel after eating huge amount of food? Your body doesn't require that amount of food. Body is just requires energy. And energy you can receive from anything, anywhere, everywhere. So what if you could ask a question? We in Access use a lot of tools, and one of the very important tool is the question. If you ask the question, the full kainat, each and every molecule is there to assist you, to guide you, to give you the awareness of what else is possible. So, how about asking what food can I eat to homeopathically power my body? What food can I eat to homeopathically power my body? So we have all learned. I remember when we were small, I think in the third or fourth class, we got that book of science which said, chew every single solitary bite of your food. It is not about doing work of your body as much as it is being present with the texture, with the orgasm that you receive from the food. Just imagine just now, even if you are not eating, just imagine putting a something that you like. I like rasgulla. So how about putting that in your mouth and get the energy of and get become aware of the yumminess of that food, the uh, the texture that it is in your mouth, that the joy that your body receives from that one bite, and chew it. Why would you just gulp it? Why not enjoy every moment of that tasty thing that you like? Observe which taste buds get activated. because those taste buds are designed to release certain energies in your body. What you'll notice is a different flavor activates different taste buds. As you do that, eat that way, what happens is you find very quickly the only, um, and you don't need to eat more. You get so satisfied with that little thing, the quantity. We are not present. We are not present with our body. We are not present with the food we are eating. We are going out thinking about million other things, and we keep gulping food. And if you are in the present, and if you are aware of how your body is reacting to the food you are eating, it will you will be satisfied in no time. You don't require so much of food then. Hey, we have some more people. We were waiting that if we got some more people, then we can ask Uma, who's graciously agreed to be the speaker guest today on your healthy gut, healthy you. So we over to Uma. They
Yeah,
have
thank you
listened to.
so
They have.
very much, Kamal. Wish you all a very happy Basant Panchami and a very, very powerful morning. Yes,
Thank.
thank you for giving me this opportunity because my mission is to empower people to live a healthy, happy, prosperous, and spiritual lives as we promote Golden Age.
Yeah.
So, all of us, we are not promoting the Golden Age within us, but all around us. And we are very well aware that our mind, body, and soul, they are all integrated. If we happen to ignore any one parameter, it shows its impact on the other two as well. It's a triangle, very, very nicely integrated triangle, where each aspect has its effect upon the other as well. But unfortunately, what happened? Though our bodies were designed by God, by universe in such a way that we had immense potentiality to align with the rhythm of healing. Right from the childhood, we remember, even if we fell and we had a bruise while learning to bike on a bicycle, quickly we will get up, just brush our wound, maybe one or more two tears, wipe it off, and then smile again and ready to learn again. And the joy we could experience when he could ride independently. Mama, don't hold my bike. I can ride by myself. Don't hold my bike. That was immense, and we forgot all the bruises. That was the power of healing we all carried, and we still carry. But unfortunately, in this fast paced world, there are three villains which entered our life. And those three villains are worry, which led to hurry. The second villain it invited with it was hurry. And with worry and hurry, the third villain came in. Oh, I'm your ally. It came Fury. Worry about so many things. When we lose our awareness, when we lose our centeredness, we lose our connection with the universe, everything which is coming in front of us starts becoming a challenge. We forget about our potential, how we can take forth a plunge and explore all the possibilities. That is how the access bar teaches us to connect with the awareness within us, and to remind us of the possibilities, what all possibilities are there. And there, when we ask the question, how does it get any better than this? Any challenge, any task which comes across us, then it doesn't come to us as a worry. The universe gives us a solution. वो कहते हैं ना कि जब मांगो तो सारी कायनात आपको लग जाती है ये बताने में कि कैसे करना है. And how does the universe communicate with us? It communicates with us through the subconscious mind. Right? So when we become aware, then the worry is not about how do I do it or I can't do it. There is a difference between that. How do I do it when it is a positive sentence? We ask universe, give me a solution. How do I do it? What is the possibility? The universe gives you an answer. If you say, how do I do it? मैं तो कर ही नहीं सकती. मेरे अंदर तो ताकत ही नहीं है. तो यूनिवर्स बोलता है तथास्तु. नहीं कर सकती तो ठीक है, तो चिंता के अंदर ही रह. And along with that, it comes hurry. You start fiddling with things around, everything around, okay, hurriedly doing that, and there you mess up. Then you say, I am not left with any time to think about, I am losing my energy, let me eat something. And when the hurry was there, you eat whatever was easily available to you. As Kamal few minutes back just said, we were taught when we were raised as a child, chew your food properly before gulping it down. Mix saliva into that and gulp it down. And feel with all your senses, what does the aroma taste like? What does it taste like? What is it, what the treat for your eyes it is, the rainbow colors of the food. We forget about all that. And we fell prey to opening our kitchen almirah, taking out a packet from that, just stir it, and without noticing what it is there in it, we keep gulping it down. Till the time our taste buds are desensitized. And with the desensitized taste buds, we are not aware what we are eating. The whole question is about awareness. If we were aware what we are doing, how we are doing, and what we are eating, the problem wouldn't have happened. And we fell prey to puree. Puree is preservatives, ultra processed food. UR is ultra refined. E is excess sugar, excess oil, and extra salt. Now you understand this worry, hurry, and puree. These three villains, when they entered our body, what happened? They entered our gut. Gut says, what do I do with it? Our stomach got strained with it. Our body got strained with it. It started sending us signals in the form of acidity, bloating, indigestion. Have any of you experienced? Can you please either type in the chat window or open your mics and say, can you relate with this scenario? What I'm talking so that I can give you a solution
I
by the
think
time I end up my
we
call.
can all relate to it. Some way or the other, some different, maybe how many degrees it varies, but we all, I think, agree with it that when you eat unconsciously, you create not
Yeah.
kindness to your body. Your body is not, uh,
Yes.
your body is amazing. It knows how to handle everything and it will keep handling it till it tells you that no, no more. I'm not doing it's harmful for you and I'm not going to do it.
Yes.
It gives you whispers to you, it gives you a nudge. And then when you don't listen to any of those, it you have to receive what it tells you
Yes.
because it's for your good, because it wants to make you aware of there are other possibilities. What are you doing with your body?
Yes. And listen to the other beings inside you. We look at self, I am the only being. But like, any solid matter is made up of number of atoms, number of molecules. Similarly, our being, our human being, Kanwal, Uma, or Ruxana, we are made up of number of small beings called cell. And each cell is an individual being in itself. Along with that, inside our gut, inside our colon, that is the large intestine, there are many microbiomes. They are the gut bacteria. They reside within us, though they are not part of our physical being as such, but they reside within us. And they are our greatest friends. They have been there forever. Ever since we were born, they are there, have been forever. And as our cells undergo alienation and regeneration, so this microbiome, this bacteria also undergo the process of alienation and then regeneration. But and how do they get food? What do they survive on? Do they survive on our fecal matter? No, they don't survive on our fecal matter. The food which passes through our gut, it goes through the small intestine and then it reaches our large intestine. In the large intestine, further when the process of digestion was taking place, so these bacteria were absorbing the nutrients from that. And what they are doing for us, they are saying we are not selfish. We are taking this food from you, we are taking these nutrients for you, and they synthesize small chain fatty acids, which we cannot get from any of the foodstuffs. They synthesize certain vitamins within the gut, which maintain our health. Plus, whatever the extra water was, they further absorb and give it back to us. Unfortunately, when we are eating puree, ultra refined food, excess salt, extra sugar, which has minus fiber, then this bacteria says, sorry, we don't have taste buds. We can't taste this food, but we can feel that food. It is making our body sick. And they started sending signals in the form of some rashes, some acne, some pigmentation, or maybe at times gaseous formation, migraine, or so many other symptoms you feel when your gut is sick. And where did the story started from? First it started, the worry came, and then worry brought hurry with it, and the hurry brought puree with it. You agree with me? Worry, hurry, and puri. They started entering our fast paced life. And they started attacking, bombarding the microbiomes, our greatest friends, which were our greatest ally and our protecting our body. And our body started showing signals. Oh, I am sick. What do I do? It's one way of showing the primary signal. Before our body shows the symptom in form of disease, our gut bacteria will show us the doorway ki where you are going. You're going into the dungeons. Please refrain from that. Don't enter those dungeons. You will face hard time. Please be cautious. And they say, as you are not aware of yourself, you're not aware of me, please ask universe, be aware what else is the possibility. How you can erase that worry, how you can erase that hurry, how you can choose something which is more closer to nature, more closer to your body, your rhythm of healing, and more closer to us. That's what they call for. So these healthy gut, the microbiomes, which we call probiotics in our gut, are the healthiest, are the greatest friends of ours to maintain our health. तभी आपने सुना होगा सबने हम लोग बोलते हैं कि our gut is our second brain. You have heard of that? Our gut is our second brain. This is the first brain. We think only from here, and our only mind and our brain can send us signals. But this is also a truth that our gut is our second brain. Thank you, Ruxana, for responding. Our gut is our second brain. So whenever gut tries, when mind says, okay, pick up that food, eat, it's very delicious, it's crispy, it's attractive, we listen to it. But along with that, do we listen to our gut? Ideally, we used to. But because of hurry and worry somewhere, we stopped listening to our gut. And that is the moment where we lost our alignment with the rhythm of healing. And then what we see, got so used to the shortcut bandit treatment, like shortcut for getting food rather than cooking and choosing a healthy food. Just a packet is available, gulp it down. So is true for when gut is healthy, gut is trying to tell us something. We look for an immediate solution. Okay, take an antacid, take a tablet for pain, stomach pain, if it is giving you some stomach pain, draughtin, or anything like that. And if further worse than that, if some putrefaction has happened, take antibiotic. And gut bacteria says, my, what are you doing? Are you further attacking me with more bombs to kill me? That is a further, a poison which will actually kill the gut bacteria. Your friends, they say, oh my God, you have become so insensitive. You're killing me with antibiotics. And that's how it happens. We run, have a loose stomach when we go for antibiotics. But the whole story had been started from when we became unaware. That is how Access Bar tells us, come back, my dear, come back. Be connected with the universe and ask universe that bless me with the opportunity to be aware and believe in yourself that you are the creator, you are the awareness, you are the power, you have the power. Why are you depending upon external sources like antibiotics or any other things? You have the creator. You can create those beings inside you, those microbiomes inside you, you can create, which will maintain your gut health. That is how I chose this topic as your healthy gut and healthy you. So, if we wish to align, we desire to manifest health within us, we should be conscious, we should be aware, we should be, believe in our power of creation that we can maintain and we are maintaining our health. Let's align with our rhythm of healing. Now, how? How do we do that? Number one, the biggest villain who brought other villains along with that, step by step, we start erasing. From the puree, we start, knocking off all the excess salt, all the excess sugar, and all ultra refined and anything which was processed and packed. When we shoo away that very moment we will know, ask universe what else is possible. If not this, what else is possible? Universe will say, just go and peep out of the window. There is so much of greenery around. There are so much of fresh green fruits and vegetables with their natural taste, natural sweetness, natural sourness. It's available, natural aroma, and treat to your eyes. The rainbow foods are available. Treat yourself with that. Fill yourself with that and nourish yourself with that. When you eat that mindfully, with food consciousness, aligned with your breath, with your taste buds, your throat, your stomach, your gut bacteria are feeling so happy. We are getting the right nourishment. Oh, okay. I promise I will give you good health. I'll bless you with good health if you give me good food. It's a symbiotic arrangement between the two, like we have an understanding between two people. So this is the understanding between the gut bacteria and within us. That's a symbiotic agreement. So if you give me healthy, I'll maintain your health. They are very happy. So number one step, my dear friends, refrain from the puree and choose whole grain plant based food. Plant based food, why? Because they are rich in antioxidants, which reduce the oxidative stress. They are rich in fiber and they are rich in vitamins and minerals. Whole grains, again, because they are rich in fiber and they are intact with its original nutritional value, which will nourish the gut bacteria. And along with that, when we start eating mindfully, we start focusing, becoming conscious, then the hurry goes away. Within lesser time, within lesser portion of the food, we get the right nutrients and salivary glands start becoming sensitive to the natural taste in that food. And do you know that eating food is not only a medicine? Eating right food is not only a medicine, it is therapeutic as well. Try this Sunday eating any food, whatever you are choosing, eating it mindfully. Maybe a slice of cucumber, maybe a small one grape, or maybe a slice of orange. Just put it in your mouth and enjoy that with all your five senses. This aroma, the sour sweet aroma, the texture, the touch and feel, the color, the vibrant color of the orange, and your taste buds. Feel it and then enjoy it. You will say, oh, I didn't know the orange tasted like this. I was just gulping it down or juicing it down and putting it down my throat, thinking my body is becoming healthy with orange juice. It wasn't true. So the therapeutic therapy parts comes in the form of when we start connecting with our all five senses, then the hurry shoes away. When the hurry shoes away, your mind is in a more focused place. It can think of whatever the challenge was giving you worry. You have the possibility to take any challenge, to step out of the little comfort zone, to step out of the slothing which we were doing inside the sofa while watching Netflix. Just move yourself, eat healthy food, and there the worry will go away. And the best, the easiest, quickest solution with that is to connect with your awareness through breath. The breath is the bridge between your mind, body, and soul, which will make you aware how you connect with your soul when you take a conscious breath from your mind, that prana urja, that vitality. Along with the oxygen, it starts flowing within you. The luminescent blessing of the universe starts entering your crown, your throat, and your heart. Heart being a center of love, it starts feeling so happy, and from there it reaches your gut, your nabhi. And we all know that in our nabhi there are 72,000 nadis. The moment we receive that divine Amrit ki dhara, that luminescent golden light within our Nabhi, just feel it with that breath. Stay connected with that. All the cells in your body, they are feeling happy, they are smiling. The gut bacteria within your gut, they are smiling, they are blessing you, and you feel the surge of energy within your body. And with every breath you're taking consciously, just keep exhaling all the stress, the disease, the worry, the anxiety, and keep inhaling the vitality prana urja within you with every inhalation. You will experience within no minutes the worry will shoo away and tendency of taking hurried actions will shoo away, and automatically you will choose healthy food, which is nourishing your body. It's detoxing your body from the toxins and nourishing each and every cell of the body. When you think of it this way, you feel, hey, where is the scope for disease to creep in? Nowhere. How can the disease occur? It is so easy to maintain good health. Whereas, on the other hand, we see the entire world moving towards the hospitals with the prescription in the hand, waiting in the waiting chambers. I don't see if they have to do that, if they have to choose that. So, let's choose today with one mantra affirmation I would like to share with you. Just close your eyes, inhale deeply. Exhale fully, fully, fully. With every exhalation through the mouth, exhale out all the worry from within, whatever was coming to your mind. Again, deep inhalation. Inhale in all positive energy, the vitality, the universal potion. Absorb that universal potion within you and ask universe, what energy and elegance of the universe can I be today to create a reality, to create a healthy me from this reality to the futuristic better one. Just experience that and believe within you. I am full of light. I am full of life. I am healthy and bright. I am full of life. I am full of light. I am healthy and bright. Raise your hand towards the universe, your palms facing the universe, and receive that universal energy. Universe is showering that blessing towards you. I am full of life. I am full of light. I am healthy and bright. Take that entire energy towards your crown, towards your heart, and towards your navel. From your navel, with every breath, keep absorbing it into each and every molecule of your body, each and every vital fluids of your body, each and every sanayu of your body. It's feeling all rejuvenated, and the universal awareness is flowing through your body, mind, and soul. Express gratitude to the universe for blessing us with this possibility, for blessing us with this awareness of this possibility, and that we can create, awakening us to know that we are the creator. We just need to connect with the universe, we just need to become aware. With this, I thank you all and I bless you all for staying connected with me. Thank you, universe, for blessing me with this opportunity to create a compassionate, lovable world around me. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
know, actually, I'm feeling that golden angels around me after this.
Thank you, Uma. That was so beautiful. That was so wonderful. Girls, if you have any question, boys, you have any question to ask Uma, please go ahead. And thank you, people on Insta Live, Neera, Sandipan, Bo. I'm sorry, I can't spell your name. Bagul Namarta. Okay, Bagu Namarta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Uma, anybody, guys, anybody has any questions for Uma?
Thank you, Ma. Very nicely, very, very nicely narrated, It was so nice. I could see so many people in the OPDs going out. Look at me visualizing, if people come to know all these. I mean, me also, I was telling yesterday, I was telling my one of my colleague, sorry, मेरा camera मैं bathroom में हूँ. तो बोला कि I said with a passive
That
type,
would
she
be
said,
a good sight. How about
आती हो भी so then she said मैम मुझे ये है वो है I said no it's like I think quite a few years like वो मेरे को लग रहा है बीमारी बीमारी कहीं जाती है and we were talking access कि वो डिजीज कहाँ चली गई like I think few months back नहीं तो बीमारियों से बात कर कर कहीं मेकिंग इट सो सिग्निफिकेंट एंड बीमारी enjoying पूरा और ये सुन के तो लगता है बिल्कुल ये we can relate so much to whatever you just mentioned every sentence
It
of
is
it.
so easy.
It is very easy.
It's
It's
so
very
easy.
easy, we make it tough. Yeah,
Thank you.
it is very easy.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. By the way, I'm a nutritionist by profession and I conduct my master classes for 5 days. And if you want to have a sneak peek into that, what I do about this, I have landing page I have typed in the chat window. You can have a sneak peek there. And if you wish to anytime, whenever I am having my master class on nutrition, which is a holistic approach, you can go ahead with it.
Okay, cool. That's so wonderful. And there are people on Insta who are thanking you. Uma, Neera is thanking you, and people are thanking you for your.
I'm so grateful to universe for connecting me with the community and hand holding me in accomplishing my mission of creating a golden age. Thank you. Thank you, Kaval, to you.
Thank you.
कंवल कैन आई शेयर?
Yes, please go for it.
कंवल कैसा था कि एक्सेस में नहीं आई तब तक तो डरते डरते खाती थी और वेट गेन होता ही जाता था और अब डरे बिना खाती हूँ और वेट बढ़ ही नहीं रहा है, घट रहा है. फॉर थैंक यू फॉर एक्सेस, थैंक यू फॉर ऑल फैसिलिटेटर, थैंक यू उमा जी, कंवल जी, एवरीबॉडी. थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू एंड थैंक यू माय को ट्रैवलर परम, निपी, ऑल.
Thank you, Ruxana, so much. And you so
Thank you,
beautifully
darling.
said, you so beautifully said when you're not conscious when you're eating, when you're not eating something that your body is asking for, you get fat. You can't get fat on the food that you eat that your body desires. Eat from, you know, it's not about filling up your gut. It's about being the energy and receiving it and the energy of your, what is your point of view when you're eating it? If you have lots of points of views about this will make you fat and that will make you fat, tathastu. It will make you fat. And your body will tell you what it wants. It will never tell you to go and have something that it doesn't want. And maybe sometimes it does also. And that's also okay. Eating with no point of view, your body knows how to handle. But if you go on eating something like a mad person, only like Uma said, all the packets. I never eat anything which is in the packet, where I have to read what I am eating. I eat what I can see, and my body says yes to. So please, please, there is a beautiful, we do a lot of classes I've done, and we talk about in Access about communicating with your body. Have you ever communicated with your body? Meaning, have you ever asked what it wants to eat? What it would like to eat? When it would like to eat? How much it would like to eat? Sometimes your body is asking for a mooli ka paratha. Now you have four of them. It didn't ask for four. If you were aware and you were chewing everything, you would know when to stop. Your body will let you know, listen, that's all. But when you're eating from, oh, my mouth was watering when I looked at Mooli ka prantha and I ate four of them, and then I'm, hi, Hajmola, and like other medicines. No, just be aware. Everything is about communication and being aware where you're talking to your body. Nobody told us growing up that you could talk to your body. When I started doing these classes, people were looking at me like I was alien. We were only told to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and we were forced to eat. बीच में नहीं मांगना कुछ, अभी खा लो. There is no body involved in that. There is no communication involved in that. We don't even know. This system doesn't work. Look at people who are eating all those four meals. Are they, I mean, I'm not negating anything, guys. I'm just saying be in communion with your body, and when your body is asking you and how much it is asking you, read. And as you keep communicating with your body will never let you down. We override our body at every opportunity by eating something that somebody told you to eat. If somebody, like for example, people say, सुबह उठ के 8 glass पानी पियो. Now, please, have you asked your body? Your body might not be wanting to take eight glasses in the morning. My father, like, पूरा जग 2 जग पानी के रोज सुबह पी लेते थे. He was overworking his kidneys. They gave way. So please be in communion. Do not follow what you hear, what you read. Your body, you are unique, you're different, you're amazing. You in communion, your body, you cannot go wrong. So there are no rights and wrongs. Don't follow everything that everybody has said or you read. What lightens up your body when you listen? It was so beautiful. Uma was saying it. There's things that were just so lightening up your body. Yeah, with chips. I'm not saying don't eat. Maybe once a while. Why not? It's available there. But like an idiot, we keep eating everything without even being aware. What would it take for you to be present? Body whispers to you. We only listen to the pain. We only listen to the intensity. If you don't listen to your body, it will give you pain for attention. Do you even realize that? And we make it wrong rather than asking our body, hey, what's it? And also, you're so aware. If something is going on in your body, it might not be even yours. You're such psychic, you pick up things from, and everything that you think or everything that your body is giving you the information is not yours. Please do not buy that. Ask a question. What are you telling me, body? What is this? What can we do about this? Can we change it? Would be a much better way of doing things then, oh, I'm feeling crappy, oh, I've got pain, oh, I'm इस उम्र में आके ऐनक लग जाती है, इस उम्र में आके अब गोडे दर्द हो गए हैं, अब तो इनको ऑपरेशन कराना पड़ेगा. तथास्तु. Your point of view creates your reality. What is my body telling me? Hey body, what do you require? Body is just asking for attention because you have not listened. And your body is going to be with you till you die, the last breath that you take. Nobody else might be there with you. This is your best friend, your guide, your facilitator. Please be in communion with it. Please be, if you are having, like, you tasting, I have noticed that when I am tasting and eating my every bite and enjoying it, I'm full with sometimes even less than one paratha. When you eat from what tastes good, chances are you won't get fat. And you're being unkind to yourself when you eat full because you have cut off your awareness. Body is now not willing to receive, but you are just going on feeding it. We do full to stop our willingness to receive. When you're willing to receive, you don't need to feel full. Feeling full is how you cut off your awareness of a lot of other stuff. Anybody wants to say something?
Just thank you.
Thank you. What energy, space, consciousness can me and my body be to never have to eat more than we want to with total ease? What would it take for me to be in communion with my body where I know when to stop and when to eat and how much to eat? And everything that doesn't allow that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 100 shots, boys, pervads, bases, Christians, and beyond. I very strongly feel that whenever I am not conscious and aware and present, I do shitty things. Speak shitty things, eat shitty things.
Very true.
So the moment you give up yourself, the moment you are not present, all these like devils or whatever the she was talking about come and grab you.
Worry and hurry.
Worry and hurry come and grab you. Then you have you have no choice left. You think you have no choice left then. Then you are dragged by these. You make them so powerful. You diminish your power. What food can I eat that will power my body? That is my body requires. That is what you need to. Anybody has any question, guys? We're just going on and on and on. Uma's program is in fun aging. What is it here? Neera, what are you saying? Please put it in fun age. Acha, okay. Please, Uma, post
Yeah,
your program in the fun aging.
sure, sure. I'll do that.
He's asking.
I'll do. Okay.
And please don't judge your body. Please, please, please. That's another point I want to share with you. If you judge that your body is wrong or that your body is fat or that body, or whatever it is, or whatever you get, whatever you give your energy to you, you keep receiving more of that. What if you let your body is brilliant. There are 9 systems, I've said so many times, there are 9 systems functioning efficiently, beautifully without your assistance. You only spoil it by your point of views, by your choices that do not go in sync with your body. Your body is walkie-talkie. It will, like I was talking about the food to digest. Whatever you put food in your mouth, the juices that will digest it will start to flow in. Are you doing anything in that? No. So become aware of what you're eating, how much you are eating, and stop judging your body. I have many times said, please every morning stand or every time you walk across a mirror, ask the mirror, hey mirror, how would you like to look like? Hey body, how would you like to look like? Give a free hand and your body will show you how it wants to. Bodies like to be lusted upon. Bodies like to look good. Bodies like to be appreciated. So give them a free hand and they'll show you how they want. Nothing. They will tell you when you're eating, when you just this one sentence every time you walk past a mirror, only one this sentence, body, how would you like to look? What would you like to look like? Just that sentence will guide you to eat what it wants you to eat, to wear what it wants you to wear, and you will start getting compliments, and you would start getting feeling good. And your body feels, when your body feels good, it energizes your very being, your very days, your very life. So be in sync with your body. Don't give yourself away. So just body, how would you look? What would you look like? How would you want to look like? And then just guide me, hold my hand, take me through. No questions, guys, please. You can change your whole body chemistry. You are the one who can choose that. How many fixed point of views do you have into your body about, and then you put them in your body, and then you say it's fat? You're the one who's saying ये खाऊंगी तो मोटी होंगी, वो खाऊंगी तो मोटी होंगी. The body कहती है अच्छा ये चाहिए, तथास्तु तथास्तु तथास्तु. And what have you defined your issue with health is? And that becomes your defining element, and that becomes your reality. Okay, just a question. Hey, what is this? What can we do about this? Can we change it? How can we change it? If you decided your issue is your body, tathastu, it will remain your issue. Everything you have defined around your body, around your health, would you be willing to give that up today? Just because you can, and just because it's fun. And just because you are an infinite being, you can give it. Just because you created it, you can uncreate it. I hope I'm making some sense.
Beautiful, beautiful. You're making sense. Huge sense.
Thank you. Anybody who has any question about body, about health, about Uma is here, I am here. You all know, lots of you have lots of awareness. Acha, somebody is asking, how can I stop emotional attachment? That's a huge one. So have you made that that thing, that person?
Sandeepan is waiting.
Sorry?
Sandeepan is waiting. उनको ऐड करो मीटिंग में.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, I get so. Okay. So there's a question that how can I stop emotional attachment? So first question is, who are you attached to? Who and what are you attached to that you will give up yourself for them? Are they more important than you? Have you made them more valuable, more important, more significant in your life? Naturally, you'll have to give up yourself. Bachas are so valuable, more important. Yeah, we make children are more important, more significant than us. We would give up food from our mouth to them also if they asked for it. Is that going to create greater? Does it create greater? If you're not healthy, can you make anybody healthy? I think I was aware of this earlier also. I mean, there was one, every time there's gifts used to come, maybe more chocolates and sweets used to come, they would be divided into three portions. Two my children and third was mine. From day one. Did they get less? No. I would have got less if I had given my share also. So every way you make somebody else more valuable, you are diminishing yourself. You are the most you should be the most valuable person in your life. Then you can, sorry, then you can be who you truly be. Then you can gift to people. If you have more, then only you can give to people, right? How can you gift when you don't have it yourself? How do I stop completely, stop worrying about parents' health? जो आता है उसको जाना है. I learned that when my husband died 23 years back. That however much you love somebody, you cannot go with them. And you will not like to go with them. Let's be truthful. Who all like that system of sati? None. You wouldn't want to die, even though you loved that person so much. So when you're emotionally attached, giving up yourself, what are you doing? Small death. When you're worrying, you're creating cancer in your body. What if you allowed people for the choices they had? I know it's very difficult, but it is possible. You have come with a life to live. Please live fully. Do it fully. Create your life from the joy of living. Have that energy. And somebody goes, of course it will. I still remember. There are days when I remember that. But I remember the joyful things. I would. I mean, how many people give up their lives just because their loved ones have gone? Not long, maybe for a year or two, then they start living. And they might be living well. The moment that I can say for myself, I am living so much better than I was when I was even had my all the whole family and my mother and father and my husband and everybody. I'm not ashamed of that. I've chosen that. You can also choose that. Choose to live fully because you have a life and you have it's a commitment to yourself. Being healthy is a commitment to yourself, guys. Being joyful is a commitment to yourself. Of course, you can choose to be sad, you can choose to be angry, you can choose, but does that lighten up your world? Do you want to make that choice? Do you want to live like that? That's your choice to make. It's not right, it's not wrong. When she's asking that she wants to get out of it, that means she doesn't like it. He or she, whoever asked for it. So please have emotional attachment with your, not even with yourself. What is emotional attachment? What is actually emotional? Please ask yourself, what is emotion? What are emotions? If I remember correctly, I read somewhere, if you take a being, the space of being, and you put that into and 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 crunch it through, I don't know if it's the right word, crunch it through algorithms into an algorithmic construct to create algorithmic output. What is algorithmic? And that's how you get emotions. You put yourself into, as I understand, algorithm is that's the our computers function from our. Somebody was saying something.
No.
Okay, I just heard somebody was saying something. So, question is an algorithm. When you are in that rigmarole, or when you are in that uh, worry, tension mode, you are in an algorithm. The moment you ask a question, you become an algorithm interrupt. So you put yourself in that shit where you have lost the choice, where you have lost your being, where you've lost your uh, mm, very existence. And that is the space you are in emotion. Do you want to be there? That's your choice. Do you want to be there, or you want to have, be you and change the world? And that's how we come out with feelings. They're not true. They're inventions. Thought, feeling, and emotions are not yours. You are an infinite being. You function from perceiving, knowing, being, and receiving. You know it. The moment you see something, you know it. You know your parents are going. You know you can't make them stop them because you know that's their choice. Can we honor that? Somebody might say, Kamal, तेरे तो बूढ़ी हो गई है, तेरे तो माँ बाप चले गए, घर वाला चला गया, हम तो यंग है, हम कैसे उनको जाने दें? If you can stop it, please stop it. But can you? What is the result of being emotional? Sickness. They have gone. Will you want to live the rest of your life being sick and angry and upset and create cancer? Choice. What if living?
So, Kaval, just a curious question. There is an epidemic outbreak of GPS in Pune and in Kolkata. So, what clearing should we run?
Where,
Because obviously
where,
they
where and ask a question. What is the contribution that I can be, and what contribution, what did I choose that is creating that? And what can I
because
choose? What
because
can
the
we
fear
choose?
around.
Sorry?
But because what is happening now, the everywhere it is being published in name of awareness, but it is published with an intent maybe the intention is good, but I feel the energy is fearful.
What energy would you like to be? Would you like to contribute to that energy, or would you like to choose a different reality by just being in question? Hey, what is this? What can we do about this? Can we change it? And what's right about this I'm not getting? And what contribution can I be? And what did we all choose that's creating all that? And everything that brought up, all combined together, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 100 shots, boys, POVADs, basis, creations, and beyond. Don't say this, actually, it was my friend dog passed away. It was her energy. Parents are still young. I am not even married. Beautiful. No, there was another person who was talking about parents, so that's what. Cool. Like dogs, of course it's bad. It's not, it's,
Kavalji, it's
yeah.
9:10.
Oh my God, sorry. I've got people who,
I send you the message also, Kaval, but I thought you were talking, so I did not wanted to.
I don't look at the messages. Even when somebody
No.
sends me on WhatsApp, I tell them to call me. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, and thank you for being. And I today enjoyed my session. And Uma, we are so grateful to you. I think she's left. So everybody has time. Everybody, universe contributing to us. Live good, healthy life. Yes, please.
So,
Okay, guys.
Kaval, I have a request as usual.
Okay, go for it.
Are you going to create a series for body clearings?
We can do that. Why not? If I have
Mm.
about 5, 10 people joining it, why not? We can have a clearing. We can have a WhatsApp group where we do the clearings on body. We can talk about body, and we can have 3, 4 sessions a Zoom session, some energy pulls, and some SOPs if everybody wants it. I will put it in the group. Sandy Pen, can you please put it in the group?
Yeah, I'll put it as a request to you in the group, and then let's
And
see
also,
what comes
what
up.
is the next topic? Can anybody tell us what is the next topic you would like to have?
Next Sunday is, I guess, 8th, right?
Hmm.
So we should talk about love, I guess. So-called
All
Valentine's Week.
right, love it is. Bye bye.
Okay. Hello, bye.